Sales psychology research suggests that 82% of people who suffer from buyer's remorse blame the salesperson. So to minimize the number of your customers who suffer from buyer's remorse, just watch this short video. And welcome to the Sharper Business channel. It's an accepted fact that one of the most common causes and reasons for buyer's remorse is on discount pricing. So if you or your company have decided that you are willing to give a discount, you must justify that discount with one or more of the following 10 reasons. Number 1, there's opportunity for future growth. It's quite possible that when you're talking to the buyer that he would agree that their company is moving ahead and expect to have significant growth in that company, in that business, in the years ahead. And as such, they would expect that the opportunity for your company to buy more from them is increased significantly. And this increase in purchasing will enable you to justify giving a discount. Number 2, the greater percentage of total purchasing. It's commonplace that a company will not always put all their eggs in one basket and may well use 2 or more suppliers. They may well give them 50% each. In that scenario, it's quite possible that if they would agree to give you 60 or 75% of the cake, that you would be able to justify giving them an increased reduction in the price. Number 3, longer term contract. It's commonplace that a contract term might last for 3 months, 6 months, or indeed a year. And it may well be of great value to you and no great cost to them if they were to increase that contract by, say, to 18 months or indeed 2 years, giving your company increased security on their sales. Fourth one is logistic and delivery options. It's no doubt that logistics and the delivery of your product or service will certainly incur a cost for your company. And if the buyer is willing to be more flexible on that subject, it may well be a great benefit to the seller, and as such enable them to justify giving a reduction in the price. Credit terms. Credit terms may well be standard at, shall we say, 30 days. And when you check your records, you may well find that this particular buyer usually pays at about 45 days. If this same buyer is willing to pay on time at, say, 30 days, you may well be able to justify a further reduction to your price. The other one is minimum orders. Again, there's a cost in terms of logistics and delivery on the size of the minimum order. And again, if the buyer was willing to increase that minimum order, you would be able to justify reducing your price. Reduction of extras and components. It's quite possible that your product or service includes many extras and components that indeed your buyer does not want or need or benefit from. And indeed that these extras and components are indeed a cost to your company. So by eliminating them and deleting these extras may well be an opportunity for you to give a discount to your price. Complete customer survey. This is quite simple and straightforward in that it is of no cost to the buyer, but could well be a benefit to the seller, thereby enable them to justify a reduction in their price. Referrals from the buyer. Again, no cost from the buyer, but it could be significant value to the seller if the buyer is willing to purchaser of our product or service that would enable them to justify a reduction in price. And finally, a testimonial from the buyer. Again, no cost to the buyer, but indeed it could well be significant benefit to the seller depending on the positioning and the goodwill of the buyer in the marketplace. So any one of these 10 reasons will help justify a reduction in your price. So it's agreed and an accepted fact that if you do decide to give a discount, you must justify that reduction with one or more of these 10 reasons. And to learn more about the golden rules of negotiating, keep tuned to this channel. And in the meantime, let us have your thoughts and comments below. To join our community, just hit the subscribe button to be notified of future videos on this Sharper Business channel. And thank you for viewing.